Morning.
Morning. How are you on this glorious day?
I'm getting used to this boating life again. It's great, only working 2 days a week now.
Well, okay, yeah, because you're with us on this video
Yeah.
as well, aren't you?
Yeah,
So,
loving it.
this week, Newlands.
Newlands.
Newlands,
Yes.
is it? Oh, yeah, okay. Newlands at Bridge 82, 82A on the Grand Union, down to Bletchley Park.
Yeah, it's a good video.
Yeah.
Lots of content.
It's definitely, isn't it? It's like loads of information, our new house, which you'll have to watch the video to find out about now, won't you? So we'll love you and leave you. We'll see you on the other side. We'll push that button, ring that bell. It's free to everybody, and welcome to everybody that's all joined up just recently.
Yeah, thank you for your support. We really, really do appreciate it.
And we look forward to seeing a lot more of you. Share us, care us, and be with us.
See you at the end.
So, between bridges 82 and 82A, there is a Bedford and Milton Keynes Waterway supposedly being developed, and he's just ended up in the canal. He's just flooded that scooter and got his brand new white trainers wet and dirty. Anyway, coming back to it, somewhere along here there's supposedly the new link starting, the new starting point for the Bedford and Milton Keynes Canal.
I think it's this bit here, maybe.
Which maybe is supposed to link up the Fens. Apparently, it's a 30-mile stretch to the Fens.
So they've done a £50,000 investment in exploratory.
The feasibility study.
Feasibility study. That's
You did
the word.
well to remember all that. You started switching your brain on, haven't you?
Occasionally.
Sorry,
Yeah,
that sounded rather rude.
It's going to go.
The aim being that, like, somewhere along here, there's going to be a link, and it would make sense to run along.
Exciting a new canal being built in these times.
Yeah, work out about right to go down that gap there, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's just in the right format. But they reckon that the feasibility of £50,000 spent, it would have a similar amount of number of locks in stupid amount. Where are we? The only challenges would be around the M1 motorway, and they would need a big water wheel similar to the Falkirk wheel in Scotland. So just passing bridge 85, and while Tash is stuffing her face,
Yum yum.
carrot and coriander, carrot and walnut cake with topping. We're passing Jules Fuels boats.
They're the local fuel boats.
There you go. Said with a mouthful of food. Not the local fuel boat. So, we're on the Grand Union still, coming out of Milton Keynes, heading towards Fenny Stratford. Sunday, must be a day off. Hey guys, you right? So the heron's back again today. But I've seen a good example of towing having 3 boats in one go at the same time. There's 2 tied up at the front with one being towed behind. That's a slow moving convoy, that. But hey ho, keep watching the heron. So we've just come out for a run, aiming towards Stoke Hammond. I think that's the name of it. But I'll turn this round and then you'll see what we have got. Boat going in water after blacking. Chances of that as you're passing. So this one's craning in. Presuming it's been blacked. Looking at the the way the black is round the bottom. So he's just taking the tension up, taking the wobble out of the frame, and then frames take about 30 tonne in, so this will be an elongated bit. How do? It's a rarity. She's home again.
Weekly visit.
She goes again in a couple of days. You start to get enough of her, so like I pack her off and send her back. No, only joking. Anyway, what are you looking at me like that for? As the sign says, we're at Fenny Stratford, but it's a train station. So guess where we might be going today? Any ideas? Well, I know you have, but think about it and we'll get back to you when we get there. It's not far, we're only going one stop, so plenty of time for you to think about it.
And making the most of the National Rail 2 for 1 days out, which is why we're catching the train.
Oh, boom.
Which cost us £4 return for 2 of us.
What, the day out? No, just the train. But more in a minute when we get there. So here we are, 2 minutes from the train station.
Yeah, nice and close, nice and easy.
And if it's clear enough, we're at Bletchley Park, home of the Enigma machine. And did you know that also near enough on the grounds here is the Museum of Computing?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't, not until I read something the other
told
day.
me.
So we'll see you on the other side of the gate. Morning. So we're here, 2 minutes from the train station, and we're just about to go in and see what it's all about, aren't we?
Yeah, reading heads on, I'm sure there'll be lots to read.
Lots to read, lots to see, but it's like a spring day here.
It's beautiful.
It's lovely and warm. Let's go in and see what it's all about. So this board shows an animated picture of some of the people that used to work here at Bletchley House, and it was called Bumf Palace. And somebody wrote, "I think that I should never see a sight so curious as BP. This place called up at war's behest and peopled by the strangely dressed. Yet what they do they cannot say, nor ever will they till judgment day. For 6 long years we have been there, subject to local scorn and stare. We came by transport and by train, the dull and brilliantly insane. What shall we do, where shall we be, when God at last resounds rebuns BP? The Air Force types that never fly, the soldiers who never do or die, landlubber navy, beards complete, civilians slim, long-haired elite, effete. Yet what they did they never knew, and if they told it wasn't true. If I should die, think only this of me, I served my country at BP, and should my son ask what did you do in the atomic World War II, God only knows, and he won't tell, for after all BP was hell." Right, that's the end of the visit, even though we haven't looked round. Once you arrived at Bletchley Park, you had to sign the secrets. What was it?
Official Secrets Act.
The Official Secrets Act. So I can't tell you anything about it. Hey ho, never mind. You'll have to come and see it for yourself. So this block, Block B, is the radio block, and where all the radio messages were listened to. We're going to go in. The entrance is really interesting. It's really warm, but it introduces...
It was really busy, wasn't it?
Say again?
It was really busy, so it's difficult to do any video.
Yeah, it's introduces you to codes and ciphers and some of the pictures of what's gone on, some video bits, while also turning around and having some of the machines. Yeah. An introduction to. So well worth doing and visiting. We'll carry on going, give you some more information, but what's the code for when's the cup of coffee coming?
So it's been difficult to do video we go around, hasn't it? Because it's really busy.
Very much so.
There's lots and lots of people visiting today, but we've come into the main mansion, and this is the old ballroom, and it is absolutely stunning.
It started out as a single-storey building, you know. And then when it was bought by somebody in 1883, was it?
By Sir Herbert Leon.
He decided to extend and put height in it and put a second floor on it.
Yeah, as with lots of buildings built back in the 17 and 1800s, it's undergone lots of changes over the years.
And if I rotate round and tell you that behind that wall is another room called the billiard room. And in these two rooms, this being the ballroom, there was loads of, was it teleprinters, noisy things. And yeah, that's where all the work was happening.
And
Well,
then
not
this
all
was
of
made
it,
into a rest room for the employees as well during the Second World War.
There you go. So just the little useless facts. Brilliant place to come and visit. Definitely well worth it. Make the most of that rail voucher that you can get, which I'm sure Tash will put some information on
Yeah,
somewhere.
I'll put a link
But
in the description.
come and have a look. They've still got the old wooden huts, one of which is the cafe. Some of the outbuildings have been converted into
Exhibitions.
thank you very much. A lot of information to take on, but we've still got a little bit more to explore. So we'll see.
Brain ache and smoke coming out of my head now. There's lots to read.
Cool it down. In a bit.
In the air, there is greater activity. There are individual combat.
Welcome to our new home.
No thanks, too much cleaning.
Okay, there wasn't that much furniture in there. But Bletchley, it's a beautiful house, isn't
It's a
it?
beautiful building, yes.
And well, although
It had been sold for development, and then Sir, what was his name?
I can't remember.
We'll look
I've
it
taken
up.
that much.
He bought it to be used for the Secret Intelligence Service for the war.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Where things grow from. Everything you use from today or today, somewhere came from the computers that Mr. Turing turned around and built. So he's the. It's not. Who is it from Microsoft?
Bill Gates.
He's not the father of computing.
No, Alan Turing.
Yeah, there you go. A Brit.
We're in the chauffeur's hut now, so this is a replacement one to the original one that was built in 1938. When the Second World War started, there was less than 200 people working here, and by the end of the war, there was over 9,000, and it is obviously thought that the work here was fundamental to the triumph of Britain and the winning of the war. There was 133 drivers covering over 33,000 miles a week to transport the higher management that were based here and also staff to and from their accommodation.
So at the back of the house, we have the old garages, and inside some of the vehicles that was out and about as and when. There's 3 garages. We'll go and take a look. Slightly out of focus, but this is the office.
It's the hub of the whole Bletchley. Word am I looking for?
History.
This was Alan Turing's office.
Right, time to go before more people come. So our time here at Bletchley Park's done.
It's been a good afternoon.
It's been a beautiful day. Lots of information, overload. It's quietened off now, but you do need a full day to go around.
It has
it,
been
don't
really
you?
busy. You need lots of patience as well.
Yes, but that's one. If you want to talk to us privately about it, feel free to do. Make sure you do the voucher.
Yeah.
even if you stop at Fenny Stratford and get the train one stop.
It's worth the £4 to save 22.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
So make sure you bring a packed lunch though.
Yes, we spent £20 on lunch, so we kind of lost our saving.
Yeah, but
We weren't organised enough to bring lunch with us. We
We've
didn't
had a
have any
busy
bread
couple
or
of
a shop
days.
on the way, did we?
busy couple of days, like moving. But on the bigger picture, fantastic place to come and visit. Yeah, I think that's us done.
We're going to go and find the Fenny Poppers now.
We'll see you in a bit. Have another trip out.
Continuing our tour of Fenny Stratford, having been out to Bletchley on the train today and done the Bletchley Park. My brain's gone completely.
It's all right, don't worry about it, keep going.
We've come to St Martin's Church in Fenny Stratford, which is the home of the Fenny Poppers, and we were hoping to go in and see them so we could show them to you. Unfortunately, this is one of the many churches that isn't open during the day. The Fenny Poppers are 6 tankard-shaped mini cannons that are fired on the 11th of November each year. This is a tradition that was started in memory of, yes I am reading the information because I will forget it, Thomas Willis, who founded the church, and the grandfather of Brown Willis, who had this church built. The firing is now done in a local park, and if the 11th of November is on a Sunday, then they do it on the Saturday.
There you go.
We'll insert some pictures so you can see what they look like, because, like I say, unfortunately we can't get into the church to show them to you.
I believe they were £19 each.
Were they?
As in weight, not price. So there you go. We started with the Bedford and Milton Keynes Waterway and finished at Bletchley Park, home of the computers, and also, something we didn't mention, I've forgotten it now. Now we'll come back to it. There you go. Anyway, it happens. So
we're going to do more on the Bedford and Milton Keynes Waterway when we go back up the Grand Union. We'll go and explore it and the route a bit more. But it's a new waterway they're trying to put in to join the areas up, isn't it?
it's probably been in for donkey's years and we've only just realised about it because
It
we've
is,
come down,
but
haven't we?
every day's a
But
school day.
there you go. So we'll go and do a little bit of research about that. It might be a winter walk, might be with or without Tash. We'll see what happens. But that's this week done.
Yeah, so enjoy, and we'll see you next week. Have a good one.
And we'll push that button, ring that bell. It's free to you and me and Tash and everybody about here. Bedford and Newlands. See you later. Have a
Bye.
great week. Keep safe.